Chargers fans ate Mark Fabiani for dinner tonight, booing him for a solid 15 seconds before the NFL had to step in and hush the crowd. Fans blame him for the Chargers trying to ditch their hometown. Only 10 News brought you live coverage at 7 o'clock of the passionate pleas from diehard fans to the NFL. Steve Atkinson and Ben Higgins are live, and the fans blasted the Spanos family as well.
That's right, Kim, and they did eat up Mark Fabiani for dinner here tonight. The room, as you mentioned, was filled with passionate Chargers fans spanning generations back to the 60s, all playing for the Chargers to stay here in San Diego.
I don't know if this night will help keep the Chargers in San Diego, but it was certainly memorable, Steve.
No doubt about it. You mentioned Fabiani and the boos that he got. As you also mentioned, the Spanos family wasn't left alone. Take a listen to what this Chargers fan had to say.
It's like, where's the love here? You know, since 1984. We have been their bread and butter, aside of whatever real estate deals that they've done throughout their time. And it's just disingenuous, I feel, that they just kind of want to stick their nose up at us and, you know, bounce out to LA, you know? It's frustrating.
That was about 99.9% of the feeling in the room tonight, but it wasn't all that way.
There was Frank Paiano, an econ professor from Southwestern College, who braved that room to give a different viewpoint.
There are many other pressing needs for the city. I know you don't want to hear it. Wait a minute.
Please let the speaker finish.
And you're going to have to convince people like me who don't watch football that we should pay for this. I was a little nervous, but not too nervous.
I had to catch up with him afterwards because it took guts, at least, to go up in front of the crowd and say what a lot of people in San Diego do think about public funding for a stadium.
I thought he was going to have to be escorted out after that.
He walked out quickly.
He did get his view across, and there was a lot of great views. We're going to have more here from the Spreckles Theater, where the Chargers fans tried to give their plea to keep the Chargers here in San Diego, coming up a little bit later on in this newscast. For now, Kim, we'll send it back to you.
Well, Steve and Ben, you two are veterans in this field. Did it surprise you, the emotion tonight? Some people saying, I want my grandkids to have this experience. Another man saying we're like soldiers that go to the games together every week.
I think one of the things that settled with me the most was one of the guys who said that his father first took him to the games back in the 1960s, and his father has since passed away. That's the kind of feeling that you got here tonight.
People wanted to tell their story more than even asking questions. They just wanted to get their story, their emotions out tonight.
And I think that's what the NFL executives got here before it was all over tonight, to know that this is a generational thing that spans back to the 60s, and maybe that will help keep the Chargers here. Who knows?
It's been 55 years. There are so many people attached to the Chargers. And here in San Diego, it just won't be the same if they leave. Thanks a lot. Great job tonight. And this is our latest exclusive 10 News Union Tribune poll. And it shows that 49% of San Diegans said that the team would end up in Los Angeles. We also asked them, though, if they do move, would you still be a fan? Look at this. 68% say no, they wouldn't. 27% say they still would. 5% aren't sure.